Welcome to Jacks in the Pod. I am Jack,
And I'm Jack.
and we are Jacks in the Pod.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching us. We're going to be doing some super contest picks. We'll be picking 5 lines each against the spread. And then you'll watch us stumble and mumble for the next 30 minutes. So welcome aboard.
Yeah, this is basically our conversations every week. Only now we're doing it for real in the Vegas Westgate Super Contest. We are not in the gold contest with the big boys, but we're playing with some pretty big boys. We're playing this regular contest. So let's see if we can win some money, see if we can make some picks.
Let's do it. All right. So there is a plethora of games this weekend. We're not going to be betting. We're picking the Thursday night game as that's taking place right now, but some of us have some money on it and are enjoying the outcomes of it. So just saying that.
I can't wait to see your reaction as the game unfolds right now.
Yeah, it's probably not going to go well. Historically speaking, Jack and I do not have the best luck when it comes to outcomes for gambling ideas.
We'll do the FanDuel breakdown at one point. Show for the rest.
Show the stats. Yeah, show the stats of how many last second legs can take down a parlay for us.
Yeah, I. It seems like it's all of them. It seems like it's every single one.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we just jump right in then? Let's do this.
Okay, who's your first pick? You keeping me in suspense. You wouldn't even tell me these picks today.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just do one. We're gonna do one back and forth, and then if luck aligns, we know a couple of the picks that we're doing. Luck aligns, we are going together or against. We'll kind of jump that, but we'll start off first for me. We've kind of talked about this uh,
I
off the
know.
record, but it's my lock. It's my lock. I think it's a good. I'm not only gonna pick the bet, I'm gonna bet the bet. Uh, I'm doing Cardinals plus 6.5 on the road against the Buffalo Bills. I think that there's a lot of thought taking place in terms of what happened last season for both of these teams, not taking into account that the Cardinals are healthy. They got Kyler Murray. They got Marvin Harrison Jr. to kind of help out. And let's be honest, the Bills, the heart of their defense almost died 2 years ago. So I think this is a good test of their will and their cardiac. So we'll see what happens when the Cardinals come attacking.
So, what is going to be your reaction when the moment Josh Allen drives down the field, scores a touchdown, and hands the ball to Damar Hamlin as and his family? What's
When
your
they're
initial reaction?
Yeah, yeah. My initial reaction when the Cardinals are down 7-0 with 11 minutes left in the first quarter, I'm going to go classic, first off. And then second of all, I'm going to go, damn, I kind of know why I'm losing. And it's because of that heart of the defense comment. So I won't be surprised when the Cardinals lose 31-14. But I think they're going to lose like 24-20. I think that'll be the line 24-20, or they'll win the game outright. So that's why I'm picking them plus 6.5. I think it's just too much. Backdoor cover is going to take place.
That is Kyler Murray's like signature, the backdoor cover.
Backdoor cover, or it's going to be the opposite. Backdoor cover, Kyler Murray pick six, I lose, and they lose by 9 or something like that.
I can see that too. Well, that is your lock. That is your
That's my
lock.
luck. As you can
Riding
tell,
with Kyler
I,
Murray.
I feel the most confident about this pick. However, I pointed out all the signs to why it's going to lose. So there it is.
This isn't quite my lock, but it's going to be the next game after today's game, which is Thursday. So it's going to be the Brazil game. It's going to be Green Bay versus Philly. And I'm picking Green Bay getting 2.5 points in Brazil. And I got some intel from my brother today. He's down in Brazil with his wife, who is Brazilian. I was getting some insider information regarding who's at this game, who's down there. And he was saying, man, there's a lot of Packers fans in the airport. So That's what I'm going with. I'm going with Jordan Love,
Okay.
sophomore quarterback against Jalen Hurts. I guess the veteran now. I guess
That's
the
true.
experienced veteran. I don't know. I just like the Packers. I like the young defense. I like Jordan Love. I like all the weapons he has, and I don't know. I do really like the Eagles. I do really like Jalen Hurts, but just something feels off about them. Something feels off about Sirianni. I just feel like this could be the season where they're like, let's get rid of Sirianni.
It's true.
and
Yeah,
and it
no, no.
starts on Ipanema.
But yeah, but what about they got Vic Fangio now on their defense? Pretty proven guy there. You don't think he'll mess with Jordan Love?
I mean, is there a team that Vic Fangio hasn't played for at this point? I mean, hasn't coached for?
Coach,
I mean,
it's
like
true.
he keeps going around and around.
Well, he was good though. He was with the Broncos, right? He's pretty good with the Broncos. He was also like their head coach, I think. They're a pretty good defense. I just wonder, do you think like the defense can kind of like stymie Jordan Love?
I think it's possible. Like, I'm not completely sold on Jordan Love. He was impressive, but also last year there, I'm pretty sure I sent a couple texts to you were like, this guy's done. Like this guy was done before he even started.
Right. Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
now
He
you're
showed
picking
he
him.
showed up in the playoff game, and you know, as a Bears fan, I've bet against the Packers for a while
Got it.
now. So
Yeah.
I think why don't I go with my most reliable failure, which is
Right.
betting against the Packers? Why don't I start with that as my first pick in the Super Contest?
All right. You're going with like a literally like a game that's taking place in a different hemisphere and hoping that it comes out in your favor. So good luck with that. All
Hey,
right. You want to go back and forth so I go next?
yeah, why don't you queue up your next one?
All right. Again, I feel very strong about this one. Um, Also in the NFC, I'm going to do Seahawks at home -6 against the Broncos. Broncos have Bo Nix starting on the road as a rookie, first game in the NFL against the Seahawks in Seattle. I could see a couple of picks. I could see a couple of sacks, given the fact that this defensive coordinator is coming from Baltimore, and they had a good defense last year. So I think it's a tough spot for that rookie quarterback. Bo Nix is good. I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be good first game. I got the Seahawks at least winning by a touchdown, probably 10 points.
I I I talked myself out of this pick, and honestly, after listening to you, you convinced me, and I'm like, maybe I should have switched. I'm not going to switch it now
Oh, okay.
because honestly, I don't know. I once again, here's another quarterback which I was out on, and then slowly I'm talking my way back into Bo Nix because I'm like, no, he sucks, but maybe he's going to be good. He's with Sean Payton. Maybe Sean Payton believes in him. Maybe they're going to come up, do something, but probably not week one, and probably not in one of the worst, one of the worst places to play in
Right.
Seattle, rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So yeah, my only problem is with the Seattle is Geno Smith still sucks. Like I know he's come around and people are all in love with him now, but he's still butt fumble to me. He always will be.
Well, that's Mark Sanchez.
Oh yeah, I guess what was
Jesus.
Geno?
All right, even better. Mark me down. Change my log. I'm
What,
changing my log. My log is now Seahawks.
I'm Geno Smith has something I forget. I forget what his Jets moment was, but he has a moment. They all have moments.
Every Jets quarterback has a moment, except for Aaron Rodgers.
True. Which I don't know. I think I know one of your picks coming later. Uh, but I don't know. You got
What's
anything else in Seattle?
no, I just feel really good about it. I like, DK Metcalf, they got some running backs. I just really do think like home field advantage. That's all I'm going for. Like rookie quarterback. That's it. That's my logic.
I think it's sound logic, and it's like I said, I I think that's your best pick so far. Now I'm upset that I didn't pick it, but I'm gonna go with another rookie quarterback with my next one. I'm
Uh-oh.
one rookie quarterback that is going to win. The savior of Chicago, Caleb Williams. Bears giving four to the Titans, and I just believe the hype. I'm going with the public. I know that like sharps are probably on the Titans. I'm sure the public's all on the Bears, but sometimes the public's right, and sometimes Caleb Williams is the savior.
I don't know. That's tough. Okay, so you pointed out some like some rules that you don't want to bet. Bet rookie quarterbacks. There's stats floating around. Rookie quarterback has never covered or won the game. Actually, I think it's like just win the game straight up.
Yeah,
And now he's favored, which is even worse. You have him favored by 4. And like, did you watch Hard Knocks?
I did watch Hard Knocks. I loved it. I bought the hype.
I don't even understand like who are the coordinators? The coach doesn't. I don't get good vibes from the coach. Like, does Caleb Williams even respect Eberflus? Like, I didn't get that vibes from when they were sitting down like doing the QB film. I just didn't get the connect, and I don't know. It's a lot of pressure for this team, high expectations.
Caleb Williams is just a Gen Zer. He's like my littlest brother. He likes to paint his fingernails. He's kind of out there vague. He kind of gets what's going on, but he's just not very a people person. But he plays football. He had his number retired at USC today because he's that great.
No, no, we both know that shouldn't have happened. He did, first of all, he didn't even go to USC to begin with. He went to Oklahoma. Like, you can't just retire someone's jersey after they transfer to your school. That's not how it works. They got to be homegrown and then accomplish something, which is both things that Caleb Williams hasn't done. I live in Chicago. I am fading this team. I do not think that they're going to win. I don't even think they're going to win the game. I don't think they're going to win the game. I'm not going to pick the Titans. The Titans got L'Jarius Sneed. Okay. They got a lockdown corner. They've got a bunch of defense of players on their team. They've got the defensive back coach from Baltimore as their defensive coordinator. He was great last year with Baltimore. Probably going to figure out how to confuse Caleb Williams into throwing a couple picks on his start. They got DeAndre Swift. The Bears have DeAndre Swift as their running back. I don't feel comfortable about that. 4 is a lot of points. I would say a field goal maybe at best, but 4, I could see this game being like 24-20, 17-13. I don't know, man. I'm from Chicago. I just watched the Cubs blow a game up 3-0 in the 8th inning. Like, I understand the city now more than ever. Don't have expectations for their team. Don't have them anywhere. They had Michael Jordan. It's never going to happen again for any sports franchise. I don't know. Risky.
Okay, Boomer. We're
I just ranted on the city that I live on. It's not going to work.
I'm going with the Gen Z savior of Chicago. About to revitalize the city. You don't even know what's coming your way. That's my opinion. I think it's going to be a blowout.
You think it's going to be a blowout?
I think it's going to be a blowout.
Oh my God. All right. Wow. Okay. Well, I have other bad news for you. You can change the pick before you submit it. Sammy is all in on Caleb Williams.
Oh, no.
This is bad. This is bad. This is her history. All in on RG3. All in on Kaepernick. All in on Jimmy Garoppolo. Last year, all in on Kirk Cousins. I don't know, man.
I don't know. For game 1, those first three you listed, they all had a pretty good season until it ended horribly.
Right.
And then the last one, Kirk Cousins, I don't even remember how long he got into the season last year, but it wasn't long. But he did do something.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, just know that it's not going to end well for the Bears for that exact reason. Sammy's all over it.
Did not like that information.
One that I'm going to be all over, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be at odds about this. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions. It's 3.5 against Matthew Stafford, who's kind of crippled right now. Had a calf injury during camp. Didn't also play any games in preseason. Neither did Jared Goff. But anyways, Puka Nacua is not playing is hurt, not feeling great. That's not good. He was carrying the team in the second half of the season. The Lions are all healthy. Jahmyr Gibbs. There's no more Aaron Donald. I think the Lions are going to take care of business. They're Super Bowl favorites. I think they win this game by 4. I'm going to take the Lions -3.5.
And you are the worst Chicago native going against the Bears and now picking the Lions. Who is this guy?
I'm just a realist. I understand the NFC North.
I don't know. And if you know the NFC North, you know the Lions are the Lions. I'm not buying all this hype. Like, look, I think the Lions, they have a great team, but at the end of the day, they have one critical flaw, and that's Jared Goff. And just because he's looking pretty, just because he had one good season, I think the one person who knows how to play him is Sean McVay. And Sean McVay, I think I'm picking the Rams to win. I'm betting the Rams on the money line to win. And at a minimum, I think they cover.
I don't agree, and I'm not going to put that bet in for you. So no, that is not happening. So we're yeah, we're at def odds. That's a Sunday night game. That's like, everyone's going to be watching that. We'll both be watching that, and unfortunately, it's going to affect one of us as we try to both win large sums of money. So I guess a good thing is one of us will get a win. Bad thing is there won't be a push for this because it's at a half.
I like that. I like that we have now guaranteed each other at least one of us will get at least 2 points.
One of us is going to end up at least 1-4 for the week.
And just a quick breakdown is for each win you get 2 points, for each tie you get 1 point, and for losses you get nothing.
Okay, so there's 10 points possible every weekend.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, someone's gonna get 2 points for sure. And well, I think it's gonna be me, given the fact that you chose the Bears. So I'm gonna have 2 points for sure. All right. So you're going Rams plus 3.5. I'm gonna do Lions minus 3.5. Why don't we switch it up and you go next? So we got 2 more picks each.
All right, this is one. Listen to all the pods making the rounds today. I like this one, and then I heard all the sharps get on it today, and I was like, yeah, I definitely like this one a lot. And this is another one going against a team that everybody loves, and it's in Florida. It's Duval. It is the Jaguars, and they are what is the exact number that they're getting? 3.5 against Dolphins. Here's another team that I think is just overrated. I think the Dolphins haven't done anything. I think, everyone loves Mike McDaniel, but come back when he wins a playoff game. Same with Tua. And let's not forget, Tua is a classically injured guy, and he just played a perfect season. It's coming for him. Also, I just don't like Tua. Never have, never will. But you know what? One guy I do love? Trevor Lawrence. Love it. He was injured last year. He's fully healthy. He's got a new receiver, Brian Thomas. Love that guy at LSU. And I think their offense just wakes up. And you know, a coach that has won it, Doug Peterson. Everybody loves to sleep on him. Everybody loves to hate him. But, that guy wins games.
All right. Yeah, I guess I agree. The Dolphins are also banged up on defense. So like if any time Trevor Lawrence can come out hot like he did last season, it's the start. They're still at home technically. But it's gonna be hot, I think, right? Because there's like supposed to be a storm. It's humid. They do have Travis Etienne. I really like that bet. I had it written down, but I know that there was like some like weather related issues, and I just didn't want to trust like the Jags if it was raining, because then like the Dolphins have all of that depth in the running back position, and they got Tyreek Hill, so they don't really need to throw the ball if it's raining. And if it's raining, then for the Jags, then you don't really know. But I do like the pick. If it's good weather, I do think the Jags. I have it written down. I crossed it out. So I do like Jags plus 3.5. And I crossed it out, and I put the Panthers.
Oh my God.
+4. I put the Panthers +4 on the road against Derek can't throw a ball far Carr at home.
I like that.
Because you know what? Like I can just imagine like he throws like they suck. They don't do anything good in the first quarter. But I'm talking about the Saints here. They don't do anything well in the first quarter, and the momentum starts to churn because people just do not like Derek Carr. I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Tyson Hill, like, sure, why not? Like, I don't know. I just feel like again, You're starting the season fresh. Um, it's a divisional game. I feel like it's a 3-point game. I'm getting an extra point. Why not just take the Panthers +4? Give Bryce Young some hope to do something. And if not, I'll kick myself. But, Panthers +4.
I heard that is a sharp pick as well. People on the Panthers. I just don't like Bryce Young. I don't like the game at all. Because yes, I agree with you. Saints hate Derek Carr. Like
Yeah.
the whole city, New Orleans hates Derek Carr, and I kind of get it. I mean, I always kind of liked the guy, but his career fell off, and I just think it's gonna be an ugly game, and it's gonna be ugly. But I think the best player in the game is Alvin Kamara. Even even he's kind of washed up now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think Saints home field advantage out Alvin Kamara, and I don't want to touch Bryce Young.
Smart. That's a smart play. Honestly, if we could edit this pod, I'd probably just go back and edit it and say, like, yeah, Jags too, but we can't because we're just doing this on Zoom and we don't know what we're
Yeah.
doing. So I'm going to stick with the Panthers. I just felt like I saw that line and stuck out to me. And if something sticks out to me and looks weird, I'm going to just go with it. Panthers +4.
I mean, you're not locked in. You can switch.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because
Okay.
I know it's not like a survivor pool. So really, I should be as strategic as possible with each pick and not just be like, oh, let's do this one. But I do think the Panthers will cover. And again, it might be similar to this Cardinals pick, and I might regret it instantly. But I think it's good value. I just really do think it's like a field goal game.
I agree with that. I memean, the 4 is a nice number, especially for the Panthers who could easily win the game
Right.
because one team may score one field goal.
Right. Yeah. And the good thing is like the 4 is like a really good, like if it's a low scoring game, they like, Derek Carr can't do anything, 7-3 push. Like you said, I get at least 1 point and I'm staying afloat. So I think the math works out. If it was 3.5, I definitely would not have done it. Anything lower than 4, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I hate the half because then you can't even tie. I mean,
Yeah.
at least before you got a tie possibility, the flat 4.
Yeah. All right. What's your last and final pick? I'm assuming this is your lock.
Low-key is, and it's the one probably that is gonna blow up on me, and I'm just gonna be sitting there like, why do I do this every year? Nothing changes. That's the thing in life. As you get older, you realize you're like, man, I'm gonna make some difference in my life, and then you keep ending up in the same place. And
No.
this is a team I always end up with, and it's the worst team to end up with. But you know what? I think they have new hope. I think this is a new year. I see a change, and I'm rolling with the Chargers.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. What's the line?
I'm rolling with the Chargers against the Raiders. Chargers giving 3 is going to be they're giving 3, even though it's probably gonna be a home game for the Raiders in LA.
Right. Yeah. But the Raiders
And
don't have anybody. So but neither do the Chargers.
yeah, but I mean the Raiders have players, they just don't have like a team and they don't have a coach. As
Yeah.
opposed to the Chargers, the Chargers got smoked by the Raiders last year. I think the Raiders scored like 58 points in their last game. It was a blowout. I think Jim Harbaugh, this is a game where he's going to say, we establish our dominance in the division. I'm sure he's been talking about it all summer long and saying, look at this game. You guys got blown out by this loser team. And I think this is just the prime game where you're like, this is why we went and got Jim Harbaugh. This is the guy who gets us all hyped up to win this game, establish dominance in the division, and let's start on our way to getting to the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
Because I don't know if they'll reach the Super Bowl this year, but I think they're going to challenge the Chiefs for the division. I'm going to throw that out there as a hot take.
Really? I don't know, man. The Chiefs look good tonight.
Chiefs look
They
really
look
good,
really good.
but I don't know. Jim Harbaugh is that good as a coach, and Herbert, I've always had my doubts about him, but he is pretty good, and maybe this is the year he finally puts it together.
I think Herbert's great. I think he's just had Brandon Staley as a coach, who was like the dumbest coach of all time. So, okay, that's a great pick. -3, classic Chargers. The good thing is the Chargers, for once, have a good kicker. So, like -3, you could cover game winning. you're good to go. But again, I think it's risky. I don't even know the Chargers wide receivers. All I know is it's Palmer, and that's it.
Yeah, Palmer. But I mean, they're going to run the ball. And the one thing that was
Who's the running backs? I don't even know their running backs.
okay, it's Edwards. It's basically the Ravens running. Basically, they took the Ravens running backs, which was awful.
Who are always injured. Who are always
Yes.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the game tonight and I was like, wow, the Ravens have a really good run game. What was their problem last year? And I was like, oh, it's the people that went to the Chargers.
That sounds about right.
It's J.K. Dobbins, who they're always trying to like be like, oh, he's coming back from injury. Like, I don't know if that guy's played a game of real football in like 3-4 years.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's a risky pick. Chargers are a pretty risky pick. I feel like all of these are risky picks this week. Like we have no intel. We're going off of like summer camp vibes, new signings, last year's stuff. And that's why I'm going to go with Jets plus 4.5 Monday night against the 49ers. 49ers, I don't think McCaffrey's 100%. He's, the workhorse on that team. Brandon Ayuk didn't practice at all year. Trent Williams also didn't practice at all last year. One of their players just got shot in the chest. I am feeling pretty confident that they're not their most explosive on offense. And I think the Jets, Aaron Rodgers can come out something to prove. I do like that I'm getting over 4, so like 4.5 on this. I could see maybe like a late score touchdown from the Niners to win the game, but I think the 4.5 is going to be covered by the Jets. They got a good offense that no one got to see last year because Rodgers, played like 3.5 snaps.
And Breece Hall got injured somewhere towards the early of the season.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's the Jets. Once again, another player I haven't seen play football in a while, Aaron Rodgers.
it's true.
I don't know. And the 49ers, I still think, are one of the best teams. I still think they are probably going to make it back to the Super Bowl after they kind of figure out these early season stuff. And it's going to be crazy when that guy who got shot comes out on this field for the first time.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is more miraculous? DeMar Hamlin. I'm very anti people getting hurt in the chest. Like I'm anti Bills, DeMar Hamlin, and I'm also anti Niners getting shot in the chest. Like this just doesn't seem like a good way to go. Like I don't believe in it. Bad mojo. That's why I'm going to take the Jets and the Cardinals.
I feel like you're just picking against any feel-good story that involves injury. Like, should I go search your picks to find out if there's some child that has like a brain tumor going to be presented to
I'm gonna fade the team. Fade the team hard.
I don't know. I don't know. I see it. I see you taking the points. Like, I think a Monday night game, it's very fair to take the points, especially with the 49ers, all the weird stuff they've been kind of like doing this offseason with not everyone's all there. Everyone's Christian McCaffrey may be hurt, maybe not. I don't know. Brock Purdy, I'm still questionable on. And I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff to ask questions about. And I just don't know. So I think it's a good pick. I just stayed away from that game because I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch all of my picks burn to the ground immediately. Week 1, start with maybe 0 points. That's a very big possibility. Also, I did pick a lot of underdogs because underdogs typically cover in week 1. So I think they're like there's like 60% or 68% of the time in week 1 they cover or more. So I think that's a good trend, and I tried to stay on that plus side, but hopefully I didn't pick the wrong plus sides for my 5 picks.
Yeah, I think I got 3 dogs to 2 favorites.
Same. Yeah, that's exactly the same.
So we'll see. And the good news is at least one of us will have official points. We cannot lose them all. We cannot complete all points. And my selections, if you want to follow on the Vegas Westgate scoreboard, Jacks in the box. Should have been Jacks in the pot, but yeah, I messed that one up.
Yeah, and mine is Gaucho's Gridiron, I think.
Gridiron Gauchos.
Even better. I'm pretty sure I sent you these text messages, and both names are wrong.
What? I mean, why would I think Gridiron Gauchos is better than Gauchos Gridiron? What is it?
And I
What's Gridiron?
and
You
and
fucking
I
hang
think
social?
and I think two Jacks in a Pod, given that that was our name of our podcast, was a better name than Jacks in the Box.
And I think there's a better chance that now we're gonna get free tacos from Jack in the Box.
I
You know,
don't I don't think so. I think they're gonna be like, this is the one of the worst podcasts I've ever seen. And I'm not supporting this. Please take this down.
I think there's a good chance. I mean, at least if they send us a cease and desist letter, we'll know that at least one person's watched this.
Also, I'm not really interested in a partnership with Jack in the Box because there are none in Chicago, so that doesn't benefit me at all.
It sounds like that's our business venture is bringing that franchise to Chicago.
There
Boom.
you go. I could be the face of the brand. My name is Jack, and I'm here to promote Jacks in the Box. Let's do it.
But it sounds like we're going to Detroit first because that is your hometown. That is your true love.
I mean, you took the Packers too, so like,
Yeah, I know.
you
But they're at
know,
least in a different country right now.
that's true. Yeah, they're technically not in the NFC North,
Technically, they're not even in the north. They're in the south, the deep
right?
south.
Deep South. Well, hopefully one of those teams makes it out alive, given all the stuff that's going on in Brazil. So,
We'll see. So
all
those are
right.
our picks. Anything else? I mean, you just won a big parlay. How does that feel?
It feels good. Started off the year 1-1. So I feel like Xavier Worthy, man, he's going to be the Christian McCaffrey this year. I think we just bet him anytime touchdown on the Chiefs all the time going forward.
He seems like he's the only receiver that can catch the ball.
Well, he's fast, so like
Yeah.
they're just going to get him into space. I think he's going to be like on the outsides, and then Rice will be on the insides. And since he's a rookie, people are going to overlook him in terms of defense. And I think anytime touchdowns for him going forward.
I don't think they're ever looking after today. That
That's true.
you see that one where the guy just fell down? I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this guy's good.
Yeah. No, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for football season. We're back. We'll be here every probably Thursday night or Friday night because our picks are due on Friday. So we'll be trying to record and upload Thursday nights. So thanks for joining Two Jacks in a Pod, our inaugural season. Hopefully this goes well, and hopefully we're still friends at the end of this. It's going to be a long 18 weeks.
I hope we're still friends, and I hope neither of us gets fired. And I think those are reasonable goals for us. I think those are reasonable goals that we can achieve.
Yeah, I think these are good benchmarks to aim for over the next 18 weeks within this Two Jacks in a Pod podcast.
Okay, well, good luck, buddy. Let's see how we come back next week and see how we've done.
All right, man. Good job by you.